All right, welcome everybody to our spinding presentation overview. It's going to be very casual. Want to welcome you all here. Hopefully we're going to give you some tips and pointers to know what you're talking about when you're talking to people about the program. And I want to welcome Steph here from the UK, spending the time with us to help you understand. What I want to do first is I'm going to start off with a share screen and show you a couple things about the spinning program. Well, no, I guess we should go over a little bit of an overview. For you, most people that are watching this probably know very much about the program already. What we have is we have a straight line cycler program.
All right, welcome everybody.
Hold on a second.
Spinding,
Sorry about that. Oh yes, you can tell I'm a technology genius. Anyway, we're real excited about this program because what we have here is something that's very unique. It's a straight line cycler, which means everybody that comes into the program comes into exactly the same line, right? So when I show you some interesting information that I'll share with you, you'll see why that's such a big thing. I've been on calls the last few days with big teams coming in from other programs where they've changed comp plans and they're looking for a new home, and they're really happy and excited about this program, and definitely appreciate what that straight line cycler means. To give you an idea what that means is most matrices or cyclers are built in a triangle form, right, with the top and then a spread out like a triangle form. It gets wider and wider and wider, right? So with this, it's all one line, or if you want to call it one line, where everybody gets compressed into the same line, right? So everybody that purchases in that line makes movement in the line, and every time someone else purchases, there's another movement, and every single time someone else comes in, it's another movement. So it's really unique. I know people have done this before. I've heard a couple of people say, hey, these things don't work because at some point people stop coming in. Well, what's really cool about this program is we have a situation where, okay, so in the first 30 days, right, we pay, we're in, we create movement, and then we share with some other people, and as soon as you have two people that come in and pay behind you, you are earning in the cycler, okay? You have to have two people that you sponsor that pay, and then they bring in people, and they sponsor, and they pay, and what's cool about it is in 30 days, we pay again. Right, and it's not a subscription fee. It's the full amount of whatever level you're coming in, whether it be the 30, the 60, the 120, the 240, whatever lines you take part in. Okay, most people are coming in the Bravo or the Delta, which is the 30, and then the $60 level. Some people are coming a little bit higher, but whatever movement is in any one of those lines, you have spots in every single time someone pays in there and moves that line. Okay, and then 30 days from the day after you've paid, you pay again, right? And so does everybody else. And what does that do? It makes more movement, right? Because you pay again, so you move the line, you pay again, and then your people pay again, and moves the line, pay again, moves the line. So it's really dynamic. It's really cool because, again, it's not a one-time pay-in where now you're just dependent on the new people coming in, and then at some point it slows down because the growth has the potential to stop. Okay. So we see this as a very powerful long-term program, and there's some really great information about the program, and I'm going to go over that more, and I'll get more into the technical side of how it works in a bit. But one of the cool things about this program is we're attracting people from other countries. Okay, so I know we're here in America, and if you're watching from another country, hello, how you doing? But the Spanish community is really, really hyper about this program. They're extremely excited. And if you look at like Alexa and see what's happening in places like Brazil, and that's a Portuguese-speaking country, but Brazil right now has like 14.5% of all the people that are viewing this website are in Brazil, okay? And then you have Spain, which is like next, right? The next most viewers are like in Spain. And then you have, believe it or not, even Mexico's up in the top 10, which Mexico doesn't have a huge MLM, history or base or whatever, but this is getting attention in Mexico. Dominican Republic is huge in this program. We have huge member base coming from Dominican Republic. We have Venezuela, Argentina, Ecuador. I did a big meeting with an Ecuadorian team. They haven't even gotten started yet. I can't imagine what happens when they come in. You're talking about like a team of 5,000 people. You know, we're excited about that because wherever you're at, you're going to be able to ride the wave of wherever this is really, really popular. Okay, I mean, we're just sort of getting started here in the States. People are just beginning to know about us, and you know, the United States is like we're the show me state, right? You know, there's a lot of people who are going to say, okay, you want to let the program launch, you want to see that someone's earning proof of earnings, and you know, does a screen share, and then all of a sudden, you know, once that happens, then there's this whole explosion of the people in the States, because you know, we work a little differently. The Spanish communities are very excited and doing a lot already. So what I want to do is I want to screen share with you something that you can check out yourself. Everybody can do this. It's really cool. And when you go to your page that you are sharing with people, okay, this is the page that you have them sign up with. Okay, and if you scroll underneath the video, which I'm sure you guys all have heard this tune. I dream about that song at night. It's funny. Anyway, so if you scroll down here to where the sign-up area is, you have this little thing right here, and what this is showing you is the people that are coming in live time, right? So it's really cool to look at this, because if you see the people signing up, so there's 5.7 seconds, 1 minute 23 seconds, right? And look at the names, right? Spanish name, right? Ramona, Julio, 1 minute 32 seconds, 2 minutes, that's 5 people in 2 minutes. Oh, there's a Russian person, right? If you watch this, which I do actually, I actually check it out, I just go, man, like 90% of the people coming into this have Spanish names, right? And that's because these people are not waiting. You know, they're getting involved. They're like, hey, I see a huge opportunity here. I'm going to go ahead and get out there and get in this business and share this, you know, with my families and friends and stuff like that. And I believe that's, you know, what they're doing. And by the way, you can scroll over this and stop it. But, you know, the other thing you do when you realize that there's 24 hours in a day, and you start to take the time increments of what you're looking at, right? So 5 seconds, a minute 30, a minute 30, a minute 32, you know, 2 minutes and 14 seconds, 2 minutes and 28 seconds, 3 minutes and 2 seconds, 3 minutes and 35 seconds, 4 minutes and 27 seconds. Right now, we're averaging a sign up like every 40 seconds, right? I hope that tells you something. It tells me a lot, because when you scroll to the top of this page and you see here that, you know, there's a huge number here of people that started enrolling 2 months ago. Yeah, there's a huge number of people that have already signed up. These signups down here are new signups. Okay, these are new signups. These are people that are just getting on the site today and signing up for the first time. So there's a lot of potential, and I think the biggest potential is the wave of these other countries that really see this program and why they're so excited. And you know, how I can sit there and tell people, gosh, you know, I was on a call on Monday night with the big team of Ecuadorians, and I spoke to 2 leaders on a conference call, and they were asking all the really good questions about, you know, how does this look in a long-term program? You know, how does it really work? You know, what do I need to do? And all that other stuff, right? And then I did another one with another team from Brazil, okay? And actually, it was a really big team. I did a call with 4 people, and I had a translator because they didn't speak English, all right? But we had a top of a Brazilian team and then a top of, I don't even know where the other team was, it might have been Venezuela or whatever, but basically we had 3 leaders in the room with another leader who was doing a translation, so all of them have teams. That's a combined group of like 15,000 people, okay? You know, Steph informed me the other day that there's even other programs out there. You know, there's programs out there that have team builds, and they do, you know, they do teamwork and all this other stuff. And You know, and I know that you mentioned that there's a program out there that the whole team would like to come in this program because they're in something now and it's good. I think I have no idea how it works, but you know, they're in something now and they want to bring that whole group into this because they see again the huge potential. So, and there is huge potential. You know, basic structure. All right. So here's what we have. We have basically an ad package, if you want to call it, or a pack. It's not really an ad pack, but it's a package, right? And for each one of these levels, you're getting access to a marketing suite that starts off at the $30 level and goes all the way up to $960. Okay, and the marketing suite has you know, landing pages, autoresponder, all kinds of Facebook tools, you know, custom banner creator, things that have only been made for this program. Really, really cool stuff that is going to really blow your socks off. As a matter of fact, there's going to be a blog. Okay, a personalized blog that's going to be added to this marketing suite here in the next couple weeks, where you're going to have a blog that's independent of, let's say, you know, the big program ads out there. They have this blog, right? Well, that blog, believe it or not, drives traffic to that program, right? It doesn't drive traffic to you, right? You can get hits on it, you can get rankings and all that stuff, but really what you're doing is you're giving that program a bunch of traffic, okay? Because it's on their platform, right? This is your blog, and it's going to have SEO and all this stuff built into it, and you're going to be able to do a lot of stuff with your blog, but it's going to be your own personal blog, right? But not attached to something else. All the parts of the marketing suite are completely editable. They're not company specific, so you can use it to advertise anything you want, whatever it may be, whether it be your blog, whether it be, you know, weight loss, or, you know, how to grow plants, or another program you're in, whatever it may be, right? However you guys choose to market. The smart marketers, when they see what's in this marketing suite, are going to go, God, I can't buy this anywhere for this money. I need to get involved in the company. I don't care if I make money. I want the marketing suite. All right. When that gets out there, you'll find that out. Anyway, so you have a $30 level, you've got a $60 level, you've got a $120, a $240, a $480, and then $960. All right. All of these different levels have their own line, right? So you have a $30 spot in the $30 line, all right? And then you have a $60 spot in the $60 line, and then the $120 spot in the $120 line, and so on and so on and so on. And what's happening is, again, every single time someone, as long as you've got 2 people you've sponsored and they've paid, you're qualified to move in the line, okay? So every time another person comes that line, like right now, looks like about, you know, every 40 seconds, and they pay, that's going to keep moving this line. It's going to keep on moving this line. And you're going to be able to cycle up to 10 times per day. So on the $30 level, that is $1 per cycle, okay? And 30 days in a month means you're going to be able to take $10 per day times $30 or 30 times a month, which equals $300 you can earn from your $30 spot. Now, on top of that, you have a fast start bonus for someone that you bring in. So when they pay for the $30 spot, you're going to earn a $6 commission, okay? And as well, when you have 2 of those people come in and now you're moving in the line, you also get a matching bonus once they have 2 people behind them. So suppose you have 2 and you've got 1 person who's qualified with 2. As soon as that person starts cycling, every time he cycles through the $30 spot, you're going to go ahead and make $50 cents in a matching bonus, right? You make 50% of whatever their cycle is, right? So right now we're talking about the $30 spot, right? You have 2 of those, then you're making 50 cents per. So now you're making an extra $1 per one of their cycles, right? Now, some people might go, well, look, I'm going to go ahead and try to get 10 people. If they all get qualified, I'm making 10 times 50 cents a day. I'm making $5 a day off of their cycles besides, or no, not 5 times 10, $50 a day off of those cycles on top of my $10. Now I'm making $60 per day, right? So if you break it down on a monthly basis, again, you have a $30 spot that's worth 10 cycles a day. It's equal to $300 a month. Every single other person that's qualified that is cycling makes you $150, right? So there is a motivation to go out and get a bunch of people if you'd like, right? But going back to just the basics, if you just stick with the 2 and understand the plan and help them get their 2 people, you're going to be making a matching bonus. And of course, you want them to make money. You don't want someone just to come in and give you money to not do anything. That doesn't really make any sense. So you want to try to help them. Bring them into our. We have a room that we do training in. We're going to do a lot of things. These videos will be here. These hangouts will be happening. We're going to give you updates on what's happening in the program, right? So we're going to try to really help you be able to explain the program and get the vision out there. So that's the $30 spot, okay? Now, the next spot up is $60, right? So you just take the same figures and times it by 2. Your matching sign-up bonus is $12. When someone signs up for the first time, it's a fast start. And now you're making $2 per cycle per day on $60, which ends up being $20 a day, right? Times 30 days is $600 a month. It's almost like you can take the 60 and times it by 10 and it turns it into 600. Same thing on the matching bonuses. When 2 people are doing the same thing, you're making a matching bonus on their cycles. So now that 600 turns into $1,200 per month, okay? So, if you simply do the math and think about this, it gets really, really powerful. Now, the other thing that the owner's done, which is really cool, is you're going to be able to see once we go live, I believe Saturday or Sunday, all this stuff's going to be happening in real time, right? So you're going to be able to see your cyclings going on. You're going to be able to log in at some point and say, oh, I already made it through 3 cycles today. You're going to be able to log in later and say, geez, I made it through 7 cycles today. And maybe you log in at 3 o'clock in the afternoon, you made it through 10 cycles already, right? So you've got that money there, right? Besides your matching bonuses, besides your fast start bonuses. And you might say, gosh, I have a balance in here of $100. I want to upgrade to the $60 spot, right? So you're going to have a manual button where you're going to be able to upgrade anytime you want to the higher spots. And if you're working with your team and you're helping them succeed, you work with them and say, okay, look, how are you guys doing? Do you want to upgrade to the next level, right? It's sort of like you work with your team. You're all moving up, okay? Now, for some people, you're really busy. And you want to just be able to say, I want to flick a switch, and every time I make the next level, I just want it to happen automatically. So there's going to be a switch. And some people are like this. They don't care about making money the first month. What they want to do is get in all those levels, right? Maybe in 30 days, they can get through all the levels. That means they're completely qualified in all levels, all cycles. And then next month, now they're cycling through the 30, the 60, the 120, the 240, the 480, and 960, right? Because if you think about it, what is 480 times 10? That's $4,800 a month, right? So there is some motivation to cycle up these spots. I believe this is why we're having so much attention in these other countries, because the potential is massive, right? There's a huge audience looking at this. Go look at Alexa. It'll shock you. We're under 9,000. I think we have an 8,900 Alexa rating right now, and this program has, it's barely launched, right? That's the basis of how that works. Now, there are some strategies out there, and some really smart strategies. Some people have really figured it out. They're going, gosh, you know what? If I pay this forward, and I help someone come in, and I tell them to do the same thing, well, someone could basically start and say, you know what, I got this guy, and he's a great marketer, and I know that he will share this if I go ahead and pay him in, right? So some people have thought, look, I'll pay him in, and I'll even pay the next 2 people behind him, and I'll make him get an agreement from those next 2 people that they're going to ask them to pay it forward $60, right? The next 2 people behind the next 2 people, behind the next 2 people, behind the next 2 people. I also believe this is what the Spanish community is doing. I think they figured out that I'm not going to go out and try to knock down the doors to recruit from scratch. I'm going to say, I have an amazing program. Come and watch this video. Look at this comp plan. And I'm going to offer your way in if you agree to offer the next 2 people, to offer the next 2 people, 2 people, 2 people, 2 people. And you'll see them building this deep team, right? Because, again, all those people compress, and it only takes 2 to qualify, right? So that's one strategy. I think it's really effective. Some people are using it. Other people are going, oh, man, I want to come in. Some people have come in at a higher level saying, I don't want to have to worry about upgrading. I just want to go ahead and put my stop there now, and I'm going to let it earn, and then in a week, I might see where I'm at. I might upgrade to another level then. I'll work with my team to find out how they're upgrading or whatever else. But I believe there's a lot of people who are going to do an automatic upgrade, right? Because they're looking at, look, for 30 bucks, if I can actually get this thing in a couple weeks up to the 30, 60, and 120, now I'm making money in those cycles, I can actually still pull out a really nice, you know, chunk of change here within 30 days. So, paying in, right now we have Visa, okay? The MasterCard situation is being worked on. I hope it's going to be fixed tonight. I do pray that it is. They've put up another option on the website, which is a way to get a virtual MasterCard or Visa online by using your bank account or MasterCard or whatever else to be able to pay, or actually a virtual Visa card. So it's right there in your back office, and I'll even maybe open up my back office so we can share you a little bit. I've had someone today tell me they couldn't figure out where to pay, which, yeah. Anyway, so you log into your back office, okay? Excuse me. All right, so right here's this message in red, right, underneath the dashboard, and this is a way for someone that would want to take cash, or not necessarily cash, I'm sorry, but let's say bank account or use a MasterCard to buy an online Visa card, right? This method is working really, really easy. Apparently people are saying this is a piece of cake, okay? It's a UK company, so if you're in the United States, you probably need to call them and say, I'm using a company in the UK, okay? Also keep in mind, if you're going to run your card through this system, you're going to have to call them and say, we're running a charge in China. Now, the company is based in the United States. It's not based in China. It's a United States company. It's just that the processor is in China. So it looks like a Chinese charge, right? So I'm telling you, call them ahead of time. Don't wait for it to be denied and have to fix it. Just call them and say, I'm running a charge in China, okay? You know, I've been in this for a while, so I've done a lot of work. I've got 38 directs. Not all of them are going to take part in the program, because a lot of people will just sign up for free and take a look around. But you know, we have a couple things here. We have a leaderboard. Oops. You know, there's a person here with 739 directs. Now, again, not all those people are going to come in, right? But why I like looking at this too is, okay, sure, there's some people that are really killing it, right? But look at the names. Look at Angel here. Now, I'm pretty positive that Angel's the Dominican Republic dude. Okay, this guy is killing it. Look at this name. Republic de Dominica. That's another Dominican Republic person, right? So these two people are bringing in this huge team from Dominican Republic. And then we got Vinay here. Now I believe this is the Indian guy, right? He's starting the Indian team, all right? Cobral, I can't even say this word, right? But I believe this is Spain, right? You know, you've got plenty of the English names as well. And then here you have another Spanish name, right? And some other people, but you know, there's a lot of Spanish people in this, and I think that's where this really gets to be crazy. The Russians are just getting started, okay? They're just beginning to come in, and you'll see that Russia on the Alexa is just getting attention. Russia's a lot like us, though. They want to see proof, right? They want to see something happening before they come in, right? All right, so you're in your system. Okay, I came in at Foxtrot. You know, I had a couple new people come in today. I am continuously building this. The way I look at it is, the more directs I can get, the more matching bonuses I can make. And I sure would like to make $10,000 or $20,000 a month in this program, because I see a big vision and a long-term program, right? You got all your updates here, all right? Most of you guys understand most of this. You know, you get your links and all kinds of good information here. Obviously where you upgrade the account. Oh, I see, with Visa card. I wonder if this is an upgrade feature. We're going to find something that wasn't here earlier today, only 30 minutes ago. So yes, look at this. Now there's an upgrade option for you to upgrade, okay? I already have the 3 other levels above this, okay? But now the upgrade button is working where you can upgrade your products. Okay, I know a lot of people have been waiting for this, and looks like you're good to go. Congratulations, we just found this out live on this Hangout. Now, if you didn't have any products yet, or if you didn't have any of the positions yet, this would say purchase over here, where it says upgrade. It would say purchase, okay? This describes some of the things that are in your different levels of marketing suite, okay? All the way down to the big one down here. And there is a lot of stuff here that I can tell you isn't even here yet, that I know is coming to this. It's going to be really, really killer. There's going to be one product in here that big top-tier salespeople are going to want to get. Believe me. I know, because I know what it is. But you know, you've got your comp plan. You know, you got to remember there's a lot of parts to this program. There's not just what's on the outside. There's a lot going on here. So what we have here, if you scroll down, is, okay, you have direct recruiting bonuses. I'm going to go over that in one place that makes a little more sense. But all right, so single line payouts. This is the most important slide on here for you to understand. Okay, so here's a $30 line. All right, your direct referral sign-up bonus is $6. Okay, on a $60 line, it's $12. On a $120 line, it's $24. All the way up to $292 on the biggest one. That's just a sign-up bonus, right? Your cycle on whatever level you are is this next line, which is $1 per cycle. All right, 10 per day. $1 on the Delta or on the Bravo, $2 on the Delta, $4 for the Foxtrot. Now, if you're in Foxtrot, that means you also have Delta and you also have Bravo. So you're also making the 1, the 2, and the 4, okay, on your cycles. And then your direct referral cycle bonuses. It's half of this amount, right? So if you have 2 people that are both qualified, you're doubling these amounts per cycle per day, right? So 50 cents is your direct referral bonus, $1 on the $60 line, and then at $2 on the $120 line, and up and up and up all the way to this big one here, right? Which there's a lot of people who have a strategy to just simply upgrade. If they can upgrade 2 times in a month, you know, there's going to be people that are going to upgrade all the way to this within 30 days because they're not focused on getting the money out now. They're focused on, you know, upgrading because they see the bigger picture and where the real income is going to come in, right? So this explains the single line structure, right? You with 4 people behind you, and then your position pops out, repeats. This is how you're cycling 10 times a day, right? All right. Let's see. They have some assumptions here. You don't even need to look at them. I mean, you know, we didn't need to talk about how you can make $180,000 a month, but it's possible. You're going to have 20 directs. You're going to have to, you know, be really working your butt off on all that stuff. Now, there's a second part to this whole program. Paul, the owner, is actually very experienced with retail advertising. All right, this is what the Spinding app is. All right, the Spinding app is an advertising platform where merchants are going to be able to give a free giveaway. Right. So on your app that you're going to have on your phone, you know, you're going to be taking part. You're going to spin it once a day, and you're going to see what you win for free. So you might win a taco at the taco place. You might win, you know, a free car wash, you know, free pet grooming, whatever it is, right? These people want to bring people into their businesses and have a much lower advertising cost than what they've paid before and create a customer, right? They give you good service, you keep on going back. Now, what's also going to occur when you buy these positions, you're getting advertising packs. And in, you know, let's say 60 to 90 days, you're going to be able to take these advertising packs and give them out to your local merchants and say, hey, you know, John, I love your restaurant here. I want to give you this advertising thing. I'll give it to you for free. I'll let you try it for 30 days. And if you like it, I'm going to come back to you and say, hey, how did that go for you? Would you like to go ahead and use this advertising? Because for a lot of companies, you know, it costs them like 30 to 50 bucks to get a person in the door. This is around 12 bucks, right? So it's really inexpensive. Now, what's really interesting about this is where the advertising packages sales makes you money, all right? So if you're a distributor, right, which is just the $30 line, you get paid on 3 levels. So the person you sponsor and then their people, and then whatever they go out and sell, you're going to make a percentage off of those sales, right? Same thing, oh, I'm sorry, on the personal sales, right? You get a personal sales plus 3 levels below that on the 30. On the 60, you get another level. On the next level up, another level, all the way up to 7 levels deep, right? So if you're out there marketing or whatever, let's just say somewhere someone 4 levels away from you, you won't even know who this person is. He goes out and lands a big account like Petco or doggy daycare or Taco Bell or who knows, Geico Insurance, and they sell a big account. That could be 10,000, 100,000, who knows what a month, because some of these companies spend millions of dollars a year in advertising. You're going to make a percentage on that sale every time that person buys more advertising, and you're going to get percentage on the sales on the levels deep, depending on what level you're at, right? So this is the 4th level, the 5th level, and the 6th level, and you're going to all of a sudden, let's say 3 months from now, start to see this. Well, I just made $1,200 on advertising sales, had nothing to do with what I'm doing in this business with the cycling and the marketing suite. So that's an exciting part, and I get this part because, see, I used to spend $80,000 a month in advertising for my ground-based business, okay? And that's not a joke. That's what I used to spend. And when I first started in business, it used to cost me $10 per client to get a customer. At the end of my business, when I had to close it, it used to cost me $55 to get a client. And if I had this, I might have been able to stay in business, right? But I had to close it. That's what advertising, again, $80,000 a month. That means I used to spend $1 million a year on advertising, me personally, right? So that's where Paul really believes this is really going to turn into a huge, huge program. He believes that, at some point, the advertising dollars are going to be coming in more than the affiliate dollars, right? Whether it be 6 months, 9 months, a year, whatever else. The money we're going to be making off the advertising sales, whether you're out there doing it yourself or it's someone that's way below you, okay, you're going to be making a huge amount of income from that. And if you know anything about apps, of course it's on a smartphone or a device, iPad, whatever, that's the wave of the future, right? That's where technology is heading. Most people have a smartphone or device on their bodies, right? Even in the third world countries, there's places, and that's why maybe Uganda has a Alexa rating of 34. That's a miracle to me, but it could be because they might see all of their stuff on their smartphone. They might not even have a laptop, right? So in other countries, I know most people do things on their smartphone, don't even have a laptop, don't carry a laptop, and that's where the future is going, and that's why building this app is going to be very, very powerful. And very excited about that, and that's where this is heading to, and that's why when Paul talks, you keep on hearing him talk about a legacy company, right? When I bring him a big client that has a big team and he is able to get on a call with me, and they ask the question, how long is this going to last? Because a lot of these people are very upset about having a big team, and all of a sudden after 9 months or even a year or whatever, that company turns sideways, changes the comp plan, does something stupid, all of a sudden everything changes, and they've lost all this regular income. And the way he talks about it is, this is a legacy company. And if you don't know what legacy means you leave it to somebody, right? Like a family member, right? Like your dependent. And I think we have something here that could be that. I really do. Everybody needs advertising. I mean, if you watch TV, if you get on your internet, you get on the phone, there's advertising everywhere, right? And I believe this is the future of advertising. And I think that I get it. I get the picture of why this is going to be so big. And I think that these other places, other countries do too. And hopefully that's it. I didn't want to ramble on too much. I think I went on pretty long, but I wanted to give you a good idea of what the program is about. Again, you know how to reach me or your upline. Get with them and make sure if you have questions or problems, get it to us so we can help you with that. We do have a room to bring you in. We have tools and training and stuff like that. And we're here to help you. And if you haven't been on a call yet and you want to find out a little bit about Paul, I like to listen to people and hear what I like to get an impression of somebody, right? So I listened to him on a call before I ever talked to him on the phone. And when I listened to him on the call, I said, okay, this guy is very upfront. He's not a hyper pitch man, salesman or a hippie or, a flash in the pan. This guy is very down to earth, very calm. And he always does this on his calls. He has basically, someone does an introduction, he talks about the facts of what's going on, updates you on the company and where we're at, and then he talks about what's coming up, and then he opens up for questions, right? And these questions are not filtered. I've heard people ask really hardcore questions, and he doesn't shy away from them. He answers the question, he's very honest, and he doesn't hide from anything, right? And I think that's really refreshing for an owner, and that's why I'm excited, right? Because I think this is a different breed of owner, right, that I like to work with. And with that, I'd like to have Steph maybe give some impressions. Steph is doing great. I think he just got his third direct paid member in today. I know he has some other people that haven't upgraded to pay yet, but I know he will get more. Six. Awesome, man. Think about that, man. That's 3 times your income, right? 3 times what you're making on your cycler as long as they get qualified. That's like taking your income and timesing it by 4, right? Yep. And then if you bring in another couple a week, you add another time. So, but yeah, why don't you give us a little bit, give me a few minutes of how you feel and your impression and what you think about the program. I appreciate it.
Okay, well, hopefully you can hear me all right. I'm downstairs on an Android mobile device tonight, so hopefully you can hear me okay, Bart.
You're perfect.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I mean, I'm completely blown away by the whole thing. I mean, to start with, when you first told me about it back in, I think it was middle of January, I was sort of excited about it, and I thought, yeah, okay, I'll join, and Bart says it's free, and we'll join, and we'll see. And I left it, and to be honest, I just sat on it really, and then I kept hearing they were having hold-ups with the e-wallets and different things, and I didn't really do anything about it. But it's only the last sort of 3 or 4 days where things have started happening, and they started to talk about the launch and everything else. And I've just shared it with a few people, and like I say, in the last 2 days, I've got six directs now, and it's just such an easy sale because it's just such a super platform for people to get involved with, and obviously the products are going to be really good, and the spinding app is obviously going to be good, and you can use it on Android and iPhone and everything else, and use that daily or weekly or whatever. And yeah, I'm just completely blown away. Really excited about it. I mean, there's been there's so much hype and BS with these launches. But Paul is such a great guy, and I know you've had input in the background to the whole thing, being launched and what have you. And I know that it's just all good, really. I have got a couple of questions for you, though, Bart.
Sure, let's do it.
Well, I've got a couple of free questions. One of them is, are the payouts monthly, weekly, or do they get paid into the e-wallet and you can instantly withdraw? Do you know that?
Okay, that's a great question. I know that payouts will be weekly, okay, but I also do know that we're paying in with a credit card, so that money has to basically get to him. So I don't know when the first payout's going to be. I believe what Paul is implying on his call is that he wants to end the first commission run, I believe, on the Wednesday. I would believe that we're going to get paid on the following Wednesday or Thursday, right, because it has to get moved into your wallet. We are using iPayout. Most people know what that platform is. It is the largest e-wallet on the planet. It's very friendly. It's everywhere. You can order a debit card. You can have your money sent to an existing credit card. You can have it sent to your bank account. You can have a check sent to you. But most people really like to get that debit card, right? They can order a debit card. I don't know how much it is, $15 or something like that. And you can order an international debit card, load that thing up, and use it wherever you want. So, yeah, it's going to be weekly, which is cool, right? Because some people are going to, Steph, you look like you're going to be moving into a really nice little movement here, and let's face it, if you're pulling, 1,000, 2,000, 3,000, 4,000 a month, I'm sure you would love to see that weekly payout instead of having to wait 30 days and then take it once a month, right? I'm excited to see a weekly pay, right? And I know that once we know exactly when that schedule is, I'm just going to be really happy to say, oh yeah, look, here's my payday, right? Boom, here's my Wednesday payday, boom, and a lot of us can be upgrading, so we might see, one level and then a higher level. But yeah, so it's going to be a weekly pay in your iPayout wallet. And again, you need to set up your wallet. It's all in your back office to do that. Some people don't do it until later. That's fine. It's up to you. A lot of people would like to set up their wallets, attach their bank accounts. It takes about 6 hours for them to say, okay, I recognize the bank account, and it's officially added. or they might even put in some funds so they can order a card because they want to put all their money on a card. But yes, so it's going to be weekly. Very happy about that.
Cool. That's cool. I like weekly payouts, but just don't tell the wife.
Yeah, secret. Will zip.
Yes, that's right. Yeah, no money this week. No money
That's
this week.
right. That's right.
Yeah, another thing too is the blog is going to be awesome because there's so many people piling out of the well-known BizOp at the moment that's got the big blog and platform, and
Mm-hmm.
the blog and platform on this is just going to be just as good, if not better.
Absolutely.
So you're going to have that thrown in with the with the price, so that's awesome. What's the other? Let's have a look. I've got one more question here for you. Do your downline have to upgrade for you to be able to be paid on the next level?
Yes.
They
So
have to follow you.
they have to follow you, and that's why a lot of people are going to work very closely with their teams, right? I know, like, when I talk about the big 15,000 person team, I'm sure that they're going to have a very solid strategy, right? They're going to be like, okay, guys, we've all making this now. Now it's time to all upgrade, right? So everyone will upgrade at the same time, right? Because yes, on the $60 line, you need to have two people that are yours on the $60 line, okay, for you to be qualified. And once they have two behind that, then you're making the matching bonuses. So it's the same requirements on every single line. And I think that's sort of good because this isn't a business of not knowing your team, right? You're going to be working with your people. And some people are going to be working a very solid strategy, whether it be how they're bringing people in, how they're teaching them, how to lay out a strategy or whatever else. Some people, and you might be surprised, I don't know all the people that are my directs. I have some people that responded that I've never met. I've sent them mails who didn't respond. I mean, that's fine. They're independent, and they might just turn a switch on. Now, what's going to be cool about it is you're going to be able to see what level they're at in your back office, right? So if you see someone upgrade and you've got two that are your directs that are upgrade, it's time to pull the trigger and upgrade. Now, what's good about it, you're going to be able to upgrade from your funds that are in the system. You don't need to wait for it to come out into your wallet. It is instantaneous upgrade. So if I wake up at 7:45 in the morning tomorrow and I see that I got two people that have upgraded and I want to catch those cycles, I just pull the trigger and I'm upgraded. Okay. If you don't have enough funds right now, as you can see, which was a great surprise, the upgrade function is there as well, right? Because the last call we were on, literally 2/3 of all the questions were, we came in too low, we want to upgrade to a higher level before we even start. Right? We want to upgrade right now. When can we do that? So that's in there now, as you can see. And there's going to be, I'll bet you, a ton of people upgrading tonight because I realized, man, I made a mistake coming at $30. I'll at least do the 30 and the 60, right? Because it's not a lot of money, and there's so much huge potential. So probably whole teams are going to say, well, let's all upgrade right now before we even get started, right? So yeah, hopefully that answers your question. Sorry, I like to ramble a little bit.
No, it's cool. That's fine. It's fine. We're coming up to 50 minutes now, so maybe we're sort of, it's time to tie it up anyway. But there was one last thing. What is the update regarding tomorrow? I know the cut-off is supposed to be tomorrow. He's going to cut it off, and everybody who's come in and got their free spots, they're going to start whatever.
Yeah. So there's a little bit of a story here. One of the parts of the story is if you've been in for a while, okay, and you had a free spot and you were in at a certain date, you're going to be able to start to cycle back to that date, even if you paid now, according to who else qualifies you, and then whatever date they were in, and then even if they paid now. That's all going to happen, okay, including the people that came in now, all the way up through Friday, I believe he said midnight. And Friday at midnight, that's all going to be stopped, okay? Then he's going to cycle everything, all right? So that might take 24 hours, I believe probably 24 to 48 hours. So I would probably say like Sunday at midnight, all that's going to catch up. So Sunday or Monday morning when we wake up, we're going to see live cycling, right? You're going to be able to go in that back office and you're going to see the numbers changing, right? You're going to be able to look at it, go away an hour later, it's going to be different, okay? And you're going to see live earnings, right? And that's going to be, again, people are going to go, and so imagine like going to the casino and you're on a roulette wheel or a slot machine, or hey, man, I'm winning, I'm going to do this now, right? You're going to be able to go, boom, on an upgrade. You know what I mean? Because you can look at your people and say, oh, yeah, this person upgraded. I need to upgrade right now. Catch these cycles, right? So it's going to be live, all right? And then that's, I believe that's going to go until Thursday, and then he says he's going to do a commission run. Again, I believe what he's going to do is say, okay, this is a calculation, and this is what people have earned, and then we're going to now say this is when you're going to get paid. And then from that point through the next week, It's going to run again, and then it'll be the cutoff. And then we're just going to be on that weekly schedule. So it'll be a pay period from, probably Wednesday through Wednesday, and then pay it out, in the determined time for the funds to be able to get through the merchant accounts and to get in our pockets.
Okay, cool. Let's cover that then. Yeah, just like I say, it's a really easy sell, and once the income proofs start coming through, we've got a lot more social proof. Everybody will want to pile in on this anyway. So if you're sitting on the fence, get in at the $30 level as soon as you can. Obviously, get back to the person who shared this video with you, or get in touch with one of us, and we'll sort you out. And yeah, just go for it. It's really exciting, but I can't wait to get going. Actually, it's just like
I know.
It's a breath of fresh air.
I know, and it's great because Paul has been a really, really good guy. The other thing I can just tell you is sometimes you see a program, the owner wants to get started, so he makes a mistake and he really does a bad move. Like he'll be pressured to start and it's just not right? Like I've been talking to him a long time, and last week he says, I want to be able to start, but I don't have this yet. And I said, but then wait, right? Wait till that merchant account's working. Let's not do anything dumb, because, how many people will be upset and all that. So he's done the right moves, right?
Yeah.
MasterCard, I believe, is going to be fixed today. The upgrade button is there right now. I'm sure that you probably are going to get an email tonight. It wouldn't surprise me if Paul even does a call, because he'll schedule a call 3 hours in advance. All of a sudden there's an email out, hey, there's a call tonight at 9 p.m. So watch your emails, okay? Other thing is, make sure you check your spam, right? Because if you're not getting your emails from the company, set it so that it's not spam, so you receive your emails, because you're going to want to get the company updates, okay? There's going to be a lot of good information. The other thing is, there's always good information in the back office. He always tries to post everything there as well and highlights it so you can see it, okay? So if you don't understand it yet, please watch this video again. Explore the back office. If nothing else, listen, you can get a free spot, right? You can always sign up. We don't care if you don't do anything. Sign up and take a look, right? Read everything. Some people need to read the information. That's why that whole comp plan is written out, right? Read the information. Check out what the marketing suites are. See how the comp plan works. See why you might be really, really excited, right? Come and take a look, right? And then the other thing is, just look at those people signing up. Underneath that sign-up page, man, it's crazy. When you see that many people coming in every 40 seconds, that's a lot of people every day.
Yeah.
A lot of people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What, they up to like about 10,000 so far or something?
You know what? I don't even know what the number is, because I know that so many people are waiting for MasterCard, right? There's so many people that are just like, I can't come in unless I've got MasterCard. So, I don't know. I know that probably Friday night we'll have some kind of a big announcement saying, hey, we're at 8,000, 10,000 people. I have no idea. All I know is that every day the Alexa gets better. There's more and more people looking at it. And you know what? Like you also pointed out, I believe you're completely right. Once there's proof, right?
Yeah.
Next week on Tuesday, and things are going live, and people take a screenshot of what they earned off of this little program, and they put that all over Facebook and in their emails. You watch the amount of people that will flood into this program. Okay. So if you're sitting on the fence now, you might want to think about, hey, it's $30. You know what I mean? What is it? It's not that much. You're not going to lose the money, right? No. But it's worth it to say, boy, I want to get in before that flood happens, right? And if nothing else, if you're not in yet, come and take a look at the back office. Sign up for free. Come and check it out. See what's going on. Get in touch with us, and we'll be glad to help you. But you're exactly right too. We have to cut this short, or else it'll take too long to go live on the recording. I want to thank you all for being here today. We're going to do more of these. Thank you very much, Steph. I appreciate it. Next time we'll have a couple other people as well on here too. And maybe we can do some more specific training for you on different parts of the business. So I want to say good night, and go spinding. Very, very, very excited, guys. All right.